Oh man, I ain't got no stand to put y'all on. Ooh. Grand Rising, meet. Hold on, I'm trying to get my stand set up. Ooh, I look like a stud. Grand Rising, beautiful souls. It's your girl, Beauty. And now I'm back to give y'all the Divinely Guided Love read. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you came back to see me, what it do, boo? Y'all know I'm here to help give y'all the issues in y'all relationship dynamics so we can move how we need to move. Over here we focus on, excuse my thighs, y'all. I ain't put my pants on yet. I had to come sit down to the table. Nevertheless, all right. Y'all know I'm here to help give y'all the issues in y'all relationship dynamics so I can so y'all can move how y'all need to move. Today is a no call Tuesday, okay? So I got some messages that are very important to the collective. First of all, if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you came back to see me, what it do, boo? Thank you for your likes, your comments, your shares, your subscriptions. Thank you for loving on me. Thank you for spending your rising with me, okay? Thank you for allowing me to be your messenger. Thank you for receiving the messages that I bring forward, okay? If I have helped you in any shape, form, or fashion, if I have helped you in any shape, form, or fashion, I'm grateful to have helped you, okay? I'm grateful to have met you all, to have graced you all with my presence, okay? The messages for today. Confidence in an unfaithful man in the time of trouble is like a broken tooth and a foot out of joint. Agonizing pain, right? If your enemy is hungry, okay, give him bread. If your enemy is thirsty, give them water. Why? Because you're an extension of the Most High. He that have no rule over his own spirit is like a broken down city without walls. Have y'all ever been to a city that is kind of like scarce? Like you don't see no cars driving down the road. Okay. That's how it is when your spirit has been hijacked and you just a lost soul. Okay. It is best to settle differences among each other. Okay. Because once it is placed in spiritual court, all of their sins and failings will be brought to light. So if you do something to offend your sister, brother, meaning not actual sister, sibling, but us, even though me and you are not sitting next to each other, we are sisters and brothers. So if I do something to offend you in some shape, form, or fashion, I need to accept accountability and we need to settle our differences between each other. At the point that you don't accept accountability and you don't settle the differences together, it goes up to spiritual court. That's just like you going to you having say for instance, you have some type of civil suit, right? And you got to go to court. And for some odd reason, they send up to superior court, okay? That's how it is in your everyday life. When you offend somebody in some shape, form, or fashion, it's always laws to everything. It's laws to everything. Okay? Just because you don't actually see a judge sitting in front of you, you got to know that there's a spiritual judge. Always a spiritual judge. That's why we can't pass judgment, meaning condemn somebody like, okay, that I'm called, let's say for instance, you don't say what a person's judgment is. That's for the Most High to do. Okay? You can say, I'm calling judgment on the situation, but you cannot say, this is going to happen to you, meaning, I'm calling judgment on you and you're going to lose your money. No, that's cursing and hexing. Okay? I'm calling judgment on you and you're going to lose your life. No, that's cursing and hexing. You can say, I'm calling judgment on this situation. Since you don't want to own up to your wrongdoings, I'm sending it up to the spiritual court. Period. Right? Tough leaders are won over by the show of tough leaders are won over not by show of force, but through patience. Remember, we had this conversation. I don't know if the collective. I just had this conversation with you all a couple of days ago. I think it was Black God who I was going back and forth with in the comments about this. Okay, because I was doing a reading for him and I was telling him about somebody from his past coming back around. Nevertheless, okay, all the fight does is give the ruler confidence to act a certain way. So when you, if y'all have not noticed, like even in y'all past experience, y'all probably tried to fight fire with fire, okay? That doesn't work. You have to move by the spirit. So which means instead of you trying to go against somebody who is, like say for instance, you have a masculine or a feminine who's supposed to be spiritually inclined, right? But they're in a lower vibration, meaning they haven't done the work. They to clear out the shadow work and, you know, heal childhood trauma, still operating in a lower vibration. Okay. In order for you to get that person, because they are a king, queen in their own right, in their own way, they just haven't evolved yet, right? In order for you to get that person to be up on the level they're supposed to, you have to move from a place of patience, not attacking, because you got to remember they're still a king, they just distorted. They still a queen, they just distorted. Okay, so you have to move from a place of divine love, having patience, being able to give that person guidance, being able to give that person a message if it's due to you to give to that person, right? Not standing in an ego, meaning I'm not finna do nothing or give nothing to this person because for whatever reason. No, we can't do that. We have to always, if your enemy is hungry, give him bread. If your enemy is thirsty, give him water, because you are an extension of the Most High. You doing that simple thing is giving them water and giving them bread will pierce their spirit, because this person giving me, and I done betrayed this person, because you give them that unconditional extension of the Most High. You are unconditional love. So yeah, you may have betrayed me, but if you hungry, I'll give you a piece of bread and give you some water. Okay. The person who sells out the chosen one. This is very important. Okay. The person who sells out the chosen one, who is sent in to help them for their, like say for instance, you have a person, okay, and you have a chosen one sent in to help that person, but that person betrays the chosen one for their own personal gain, is a deadly person to be around, okay? And placing faith in them and such person will only bring pain and complications, okay? Anybody who does something to affect someone who was sent in to help them, meaning you betray this person, you lie to this person, you manipulate this person, you use and abuse this person for whatever reason, it's like instant karma, okay? Instant, because this person is extension of the Most High. They sent in to help you in some shape, form, or fashion. If you bite the hand that help you, then you got to deal with it. You got to suffer the consequences, period. The way to get to the enemy is to serve him and meet his needs. That shocking response will cause an awakening. Okay? It's not by fighting fire with fire. It's being the extension of love. Hey, Black God. This message, you better watch it from the beginning, okay? Because for some odd reason, the messages that I got while I was meditating this rising, hey, it's very important to choose your husband or wife carefully, okay? Very important. It's very important that before you even consider a husband or wife to get into alignment. We've been so equipped to jump into relationships before we learn to love who we are. We've been raised, a lot of us, even as, a lot of us in our cultures, some of us be raised to marry, okay? You raised up and they marry you off to somebody who you don't even know. Somebody else picking your husband or wife for you, right? And then y'all, for some odd reason, y'all have to grow to love each other because you got these two people putting y'all together. It's not that your souls recognize each other, but you got other people navigating your life. That's not how it's supposed to be. Okay, we are supposed to take the time to know who we are, what we like, okay, so we can recognize our divine counterpart. If you don't know who you are, how can you recognize your counterpart if you don't even know who you are? How can you recognize somebody else when you don't know who you are? Okay, so we all have to take the time to love ourselves properly, to know who we are, so we could pick the right counterpart. Because if we don't take the time to get into alignment with our soul, oftentimes our ego will pick the wrong partner for us, and we'll be like, "Why? How did I get here? Okay, how did I? What? Who drove me here? Who dropped me off here? Mm-hmm. Which of these what do you call them? Storks? What's the thing? The birds that drop the baby off? Yeah, who dropped me off over here? Your ego led you there. Your ego that's hooked to all that trauma and trying to protect you and all that, because your ego landed you there. Your soul didn't drive the ship. Because if your soul drive, your soul gonna recognize its other side, and it's gonna. All right. This is why people who get married and they be together for so many years and then end up getting a divorce. They was with the wrong person the whole time. They was not with their divine counterpart. Okay, they probably had kids together and they spent umpteen years being married to somebody only because of the kids in a loveless relationship. Nobody wants that. Okay, don't pick a partner because your family members say that's who you should be with, or your friends tell you that's who you should be with. Because 9 times out of 10, your friends or your family members will guide you in the wrong direction. You talking about some lower vibrational beings who have not healed them own selves. So how are they gonna tell you what kind of counterpart to pick? Be mindful. You have to look at a person, right? Look at their life. Look at their aura before you take any type of messages from them. You never sit and let somebody counsel you or guide you who life is in disarray themselves. If this person is not living in bliss, if this person is not living in a purpose and a passion and their power, standing in their power, why would you allow them to guide you and give you direction on what you should do? If you see a person doing things to manipulate or hurt somebody or get over on somebody in some shape, form, or fashion, why are you listening to them? Because they're going to only lead you to death. That's where they leading you at. Their job is to come in and lead you astray. This is why we need to do the 4 things for ourselves every day. Gratitude, meditate, reading, and exercise. Because you doing them 4 things helps you get into alignment. When you in alignment, what you desire, what you need, you attract it. It's gonna come to you. So whether that's a spiritual teaching of some sort, you're gonna be on YouTube and it's gonna be pop up in your For You page of some type of meditation or some type of yoga or some type of whatever. Okay, that's how it works. When a student is ready, the teacher will appear. You just have to set the intention to get into alignment. I'm setting my intention to work to get into reach my higher self every day. If I set that intention, guess what's gonna happen? The student is ready. Guess what's gonna happen? The teacher gonna appear. So you're gonna get people. You're gonna get. Let me say, you're gonna get emails. You're gonna get stuff come up on your social media tab. That's how it works. It's the law of attraction. When the student is ready, hello, somebody. Be mindful of, before you speak, think about what you're saying before you speak. Don't just say something to somebody not speaking your truth. Don't say it in a form of manipulation. When you tell somebody, that you're going to do something and you don't do it, you come off to the other person as a manipulator or a liar, even though you may not be intending for it to come off that way. Something may have happened, but you have to know how to communicate. Communication. There is a lot of not knowing how to communicate going on in the energy. For some odd reason, I don't know if people been raised to not be able to speak on how they truly feel for some odd reason, or been shunned to feel like their emotions and their feelings is not valid. Your emotions are valid. Your feelings are valid. Okay. You have the right to feel how you feeling. We are all connected to a pain body. Okay. You just have to navigate that pain body. Is that pain body coming from a place of need, or is that pain body coming from a place of healing and releasing? Okay. Oftentimes when we feel something, we are made to feel like, oh, you over exaggerating, or you delusional, or you doing too much. No. If somebody makes you feel some type of way, like disturb your peace in some shape, form, or fashion, that's your, and you have the right to feel some type of way. Don't let nobody tell you if you feel some type of way that you wrong for feeling some type of way. Huh? Make it make sense. You got to remember also that when somebody disturbs your peace, it disturbs your vibration. Okay? So don't let, just because they telling you delusional, then you sit there and be like, well, damn, am I really delusional? Now you lowering your vibration. It's the trick. The trick work. Stand in your power. Stand in your power. Okay? Know who you are. Know who you are. Don't let nobody else tell you who you are. Know who you are. Peel back the layers. Study. Do your own research to show your self-approval. Don't just listen to nobody. Go do your own research to figure out who you are. A lot of us have been blinded by other people's confusion. Other people telling you who you are. But you feeling some type of, you feeling different than what they telling you. They telling you supposed to be you supposed to be a person on the stage, doing puppet shows and stuff. But you feel like you supposed to be on the stage singing. Okay? People telling you just supposed to be up here doing the ventriloquist, whatever it's called. But you feel like, nah, that's not me. I'm supposed to be on the stage speaking, a motivational speaker. You trying to dim my light. I've been given a word to speak. You want me to make a puppet speak. Make it make sense. Study to show thyself approved. Okay? You have to study to know who you are, not what somebody else told you. You have to take the time to go within instead of going and asking other people. Huh? This is why everybody's supposed to go into solitude and spend time with the Most High. Everybody's supposed to do that. Not just people who working in messages and priests and priestesses, and not just them. Everybody's supposed to go and spend that one-on-one time with the Most High. Why? Because it helps you know who you are. It helps you go within to get that insight, because all of the answers that we need comes from within, not from outside. We always seeking validation from other people. No. How you going to seek validation for somebody else who got their own life? This is our universe. You have your own universe. So why are you seeking validation from outside forces when it comes to your universe? Make it make sense. Huh? Make it make sense. Y'all hear the kittens? Meow, meow. I just fed them at 4:30. But I think it's because they hear my voice. That's what it is. Your kindness, your kindness can spread to people around you. Okay. It's like, it's like, you know how viruses like COVID are spread? Well, that's kind of like how your kindness is. Once you get to a certain spot, you know, when you radiating and you moving from a place of love, not having no strongholds as to what people have done to you, okay? When you're moving from that place of love, your kindness is like you not knowing that you're doing it. It's like sprinkling onto other people. You just like sprinkling it. And then they start to realize that they start taking kind acts. You got that magnetic pull like that to make people change from darkness to light. Okay? This is why y'all may realize that you are put in a position where you got to speak to your enemy in some shape, form, or fashion. It's because you carry that light. Not everybody is able to do that. Not everybody carries that light. Some of us are handpicked to do the job. Let me tell y'all, it's not easy living this life. I ain't lying. This ain't for the weak. This ain't for the weak. Okay? Gee. I have the power to create my own happiness. Nobody else can create my happiness for me. I have to create my own happiness. Okay? If something doesn't make me happy, if something doesn't make me feel good, I'm not going to do it. I'm not a people pleaser. If it don't make me feel good, like, listen, it makes me feel good to bring my enemies out of darkness into light. Now that's a different, that hit different. Some of y'all, listen, when you get to this point, you're going to be like, damn, I can't believe I'm here helping my enemies. Yeah. It feels good to be able to deliver people out of darkness. I'm telling you. It feels good for me when I can do readings for people and I can see that it's darkness around them and I could tell them how to correct the error of their ways to come up out of darkness, y'all. That's powerful. Don't you know how my ancestors and my spirit team stand behind me because I sacrifice my feelings and my emotions to bring people out of darkness? I'm not finna hold, I don't hold on. A lot of the times, y'all, and the Most High made me this way for a reason. I forget a lot of the stuff that happens to me. Like, the emotion behind it, I forget. Now, I can remember, oh, you said this about me, or you did this to me. But the emotion behind, like how I felt when you did what you did, I don't remember how I felt. But I remember you did it. I remember what you said. I ain't holding them charges against you because I don't remember how it felt. I have a forgiving heart. This is why I could bring people out of darkness that has betrayed me. People feel like because you are a chosen one, and when they do stuff to you to offend you or do something against you in some shape, form, or fashion, when they receive instant karma, they try to make it seem like, oh, you cause a hex, you a witch, you cast a spell on them, you send a hex to them. No, it's because this person is spiritually protected. It's because this person is held in high honor. This person was handpicked by the Most High. So when you doing something to hurt this person in some shape, form, or fashion, you get instant karma. It's not that nobody is putting no hex on you or no curses on you. No, none of that. You are going against the wrong one. You can't. Some people. Nah, let me tell you this. Some people you could do stuff to that are in a lower vibration, that are not a messenger or whatever the case may be. You could do stuff to them people and might could get away with it for a little while. But you got to know somebody's always watching. So you racking up that karmic debt the more you hurting people, all right? But when you come up against a chosen one, that shit is instant. It don't take no time for it to happen because you messing with somebody who is in the spiritual realm, okay? That's like messing with Jesus, Mary, okay? Archangel Michael. When you're messing with somebody who is like me, okay? I don't come on and do this for money. I do this for my pleasure. This makes me feel good. This is my happy place, okay? Helping people, helping bring y'all out of darkness. This is why I could get on his Saturdays for 3 hours and do free readings. Because this is my happy place. How many readers y'all know who get up here and sacrifice their time and their energy like that for free? Huh? Because this is what I was instructed to do. Huh? Oh, okay. I have the power to create my own happiness, and this makes me happy. I have people all the time. I don't have people send me messages all the time to tell me to stop giving away my readings for free. No. This is what I was instructed to do. Whatever works for you is what works for you. But you ain't going to tell me how to navigate this one right here. I got my instructions from the Most High. He said do it. Okay, that's what I'm doing. He said do it live too. For those naysayers who say you fake, do it live. I want them to see you do it live. This is what it's supposed to look like. I'm not doing this for no money. I makes my money when I get off of here. I makes money while I sleep from my website. This is not about money. This is about raising the vibration of the planet. This is about helping as many people as I could. Okay? Helping you get into alignment with your soul's purpose. Okay? I want everybody to be, listen, you got everything in you to have your own business. You don't have to work a job, huh? You are an employer, huh? This is why you get those downloads to create stuff. Who you ain't no employee, you an employer. You supposed to be helping people. This is my job to help you get into alignment so you can employ people. I ain't trying to take from you. I'm trying to help you, okay? I appreciate the donations. Don't get it wrong. I appreciate them because that helps me buy other stuff I need for my channel. But it is not like it's needed. Y'all don't see me on here begging. Ha! No, it's not needed. It's appreciated. Don't get it wrong. But it's not a need. The Most High takes care of all my needs. You know, a lot of people might put in they things to get a general reading. You might have to give $5. Some people don't have $5. And I understand that. I done been in a point where I haven't had $5 and needed some help. And I couldn't get it because I ain't have the money to pay for it. The Most High said, come on, I need your help. Come over here and do these for free. Don't worry about it. I got you. You come over here and do these for free because there's some people who really need this help and they don't have the finances right now. But you can help them get into a position where that their finances can flow for them. Okay? Yes, it might take you losing some of your sleep or whatever the case may be, but I promise you, it's going to be more rewarding. What is rewarding for me is seeing y'all get y'all heart's desires. That's rewarding for me. It ain't about the amount of money I make. No. It's about how y'all feel. Are you feeling better? Huh? Are you glowing and growing? Huh? Or are you sad? Because if you sad, I need to talk. Let's get on the phone. Huh? Well, what's going on? Why you sad? Y'all know I love y'all, right? On a totally different level. This ain't like, you know what I'm saying? I want y'all to be sitting on y'all thrones. Every last one of you that be coming over here on my channel, okay? I want you there. And this is why I'm not finna tell you not to do what you need to do for yourself. I'm not here to tell you what spiritual practices that you should be doing. I'm not here to tell you what religion you should choose. I'm not here to tell you none of that stuff. I'm here to tell you how to get in alignment. When you get into alignment, everything you need gonna come to you. Whether you are a person who need to do yoga, or you are a person who need to study the Kabbalah, whatever it is, okay? It will come to you when you are in the place of receiving. I'm in a place of reaching my higher self. Okay, you set that intention to reach your higher self every day, and I promise you, like clockwork, you're gonna be like, oh, this video was right about what I need to know about. It resonates with my spirit, huh? That's how the Most High work. He said, yeah, just show me you ready, and I got you. All right, I'm finna get on up out of here, y'all. I only want to do 30 minutes on 30 minutes with no card Tuesdays. Okay, 30 minutes. I'm finna get on up out of here, put my pants on. My son has to be to therapy at 8 o'clock, so it is 6:28 right now. I love y'all. Thank y'all for spending y'all rides with me. Thank y'all for, receiving these messages. Remember, your kindness, your kindness can spread to people around the world. So be kind, because you're an extension of love. And you know the Most High is love. And if you're an extension of the Most High, you're an extension of love. Sometimes they can't feel the Most High love because they're not in alignment. But he sends us in human form to be the extension of love. All right? I love y'all. For free. Until next time, I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.